Hi, my name is DrLightupChikere, and this is Relationship Colloquium 3. We'll be considering the topic Partnership Mentality. I'm teaching from the Cathedral of Fire here in Lagos State, Nigeria. One of the questions I like to ask myself whenever I read the story of Adam, Eve, and the serpent is, where was Adam? Did you notice that when the devil was convincing Eve to eat the apple, Adam wasn't there? The Bible said that Eve, had to be convinced, picked up the apple, took it to her husband after she had eaten here, and the both of them, of course, led the world into all the marital problems that we have today, if I may put it that way. But the question is, where was Adam? Where was Adam? The answer to that question bears the essence of partnership mentality in relationship, in marriages, especially in our world today. The truth of the matter is that most people think that a relationship has to do with a guy coming in contact with a lady or a lady coming in contact with a guy. A relationship actually has to do with a mindset. Relationship actually has to do with your mindset. If you ask me, I would think that relationship is the way of altering your lifestyle to accommodate another person. The essence of relationship, the structure of relationship defines the order of independence. You cannot be in a relationship and claim to be independent. By accepting a relationship, you have sold your independence to be dependent on somebody. So when you tell me that you are in a relationship or you tell me that you are having a relationship issue, the first thing I consider is your mentality. Are you looking at the relationship from a point of view being an independent person, or you are looking at the relationship from the point of view being a dependent person? The moment a guy walks up to you and says, I want you to be in a relationship with me, you have accepted that you will no longer be you again. You will no longer do things the way you do them. You will no longer do things without seeking the opinion of another person. That's what you accepted. When a guy probably kneels down to engage you in order to marry you, it's not just about the flowers, the balloons, and all of those things. You didn't accept the golden ring that he gave you, however nice that is. You accepted the fact that you are going to now discuss every step with somebody before you do it. You accepted the fact that your vision, your goal in life will now be brought to a table for it to be decided before you will do it or you will not do it. Now, if you think about this mentality I'm talking about, you will see that that's not the mentality a lot of persons come into relationship with. And that's why you begin to have issues in marriage relationships, in singles relationships. That's where we begin to hear that this person doesn't want me to pursue my vision again. This person always monitors my life. I no longer have freedom. This person has caged me. It's because people have not realized that a relationship is a mentality. A relationship is a mentality. A relationship is a mentality. And what I want to do here today is not just to help you understand that, but to teach you some of those principles and steps that you can apply to help you enjoy your relationship with the mentality that you have accepted another person and you have accepted to work with another person. So here are some of the things I think you should do to help you build a partnership mentality. Number one, you need to accept the fact, like we have said, that you are no longer independent. That's the reality you must accept. You can no longer see yourself as an independent person. In fact, you can no longer wake up when you like. Before you were in a relationship, you could sleep as long as you like. But now that you are in a relationship, he's probably going to call you by 7 a.m. And you are not permitted to say, oh, this guy is calling me too much. That's what you accepted when you accepted the relationship. You decided to alter your lifestyle. So you have to accept that reality. So if somebody walks up to you or you walk up to somebody to ask for a relationship, you need to first ensure that the person has this understanding before you build the relationship with that person. Point number 2. In order for you to have a partnership mentality, you must know the difference between genders. You must know the difference between genders. As much as whatever a man can do, a woman can do better, that doesn't make a woman a man and a man a woman. There are still certain things a man can do that a woman cannot do. And there are certain things a woman can do and a man cannot do. So you see, they are both different in their sense. If you understand that, it will be easier for you to build a partnership mentality with such a person. Take for instance, as a guy, there is every possibility that in my gene, I have the capacity to dominate, right? And it's usually a tendency that most guys have. They want to be an authority figure. They want to be at the head. They want to be respected. They want to be valued and honored. If you understand that about a guy, when you are having issue with your guy, your husband, your boo, or whatever I hope you don't call him a boo anyway, or whatever you call him, you will understand that it's not pride when he says, I'm the man in this house. It's not pride. I mean, understanding that that's the tendency he has, understanding that that's part of his structure, it makes you not feel angry. It makes you not end the relationship because this guy said, I'm the man of the house. Is he not the man of the house actually? Is he supposed to be the woman of the house? The same thing goes for women or for ladies. Permit me to say this. Most ladies like to sleep. I mean, you cannot deny the place of sleeping in ladies. By sleep, I mean they like to rest. They like to relax. Some few weeks ago, my wife had to show me a video from TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, we actually see TikTok, or she does, and she tells me the story. So I see the TikTok that she sees. Okay? So in this particular TikTok, it was a lady who said, when I'm doing the dishes, nobody says that. When I'm sweeping houses, nobody says that. When I'm taking care of the children, nobody says that. But the moment I sit down with my phone or with my television, you will hear a man from somewhere say, honey, I'm hungry, oh. You too like television, you are always on your phone. Now, if a man understands that a lady likes to relax, a lady just likes to see things, she likes to feel things that are around her, you will see that you will not necessarily have issues with your partner when she tells you, you don't show me you love me again the way you used to do before. I must tell you this story. A man told me of how that he came to his wife home. He came home one day, walked up to his wife and said, well, I have to buy you a car. And the wife said, no, I don't need a car. Don't buy me a car. So he said, okay, I'm not going to buy the car. What do you want? She said, nothing, let's use the money to get a land or do something. And the man said, okay, that's nice. We're going to get the land, we're going to build a house. About 3 months after that, the husband and the wife was quarreling. And then the wife said, you don't love me any longer. And the man was like, what do you mean by I don't love you any longer? She now said, my mates are driving cars, I don't even have a car. The man said he had to put his hand on his head and be like, really? But I told you about getting you a car. Now, if you are a guy and you understand that most times when the lady say no, they actually mean yes. And when they say yes, they actually mean no. You will know that when she told you she did not need the car, it was her way of trying to tell you, I need the car. But you want me to tell you I need the car so that you will say, I'm the one that says you should buy the car when there is a problem tomorrow. So you see that it is a partnership mentality. And you see that for you to be able to have that mentality, you need to understand gender differences. You have to take your time to study who a man is. You have to take your time to study who a woman is. I think that as much as women study women, they should take their time studying men. And as much as men study men, they should take their time studying women. The Bible makes us understand that a man has a tendency has a portion of a woman in him, as well as a woman has a portion of a man in him. So when you are with a man, you must learn to an extent how to bring out that manly side in order to relate with him. As well as when you are a woman, sometimes the man must have to learn how to bring out that feminine side in order to be able to relate with him. Another thing that you will do to develop partnership mentality is that you should appreciate either halves. Appreciate either halves. Appreciate either halves. A relationship is a whole because two halves come together. I mean, the half man comes together as the half woman, and they become a whole. Of course, Dr. Miles Morrow has told us that we are a whole, we are not actually a half. But that nevertheless, we are incomplete when we come into a relationship, and that's why we need relationships sometimes to complete us. And that's one of the things that relationships do, to complete us. They become a strength in our weaknesses, and we become a strength in their weaknesses. So I'm saying, for you to enjoy partnership mentality, for you to build partnership mentality in your relationship, you have to do what? You have to appreciate either half. You have to appreciate that being a man is not easy and this man is trying. And at the same time, you have to appreciate that being a woman is not easy and this woman is actually trying. If you always compare the two of them, you will actually destroy the relationship. You will not allow for room for both of you to synchronize. You will not allow for the opportunity for both of you to have an enjoyable relationship. Because as a man, you will be thinking that the woman should have reacted as a man. And as a woman, you will be thinking that the man should have reacted as a woman. I must say this. You know, some people, because of the energy that a man takes to woo a lady into a relationship, the woman thinks that after she has accepted, the man will continue in that energy. Well, it is good that men should continue in that energy. But I tell you the truth. You that is desiring the man as a woman to continue in that energy, by the time there is no food in the house, you'll be the first to complain. By the time the children's school fees are not being paid, you'll be the first to complain. So the truth of the matter is that enjoy the worrying when he is worrying you. And the moment the worrying ends and he puts his attention in another thing, sister, enjoy that another thing that he has put his mind and his attention to. Because he's actually doing it for you. He's actually doing it for the good of the relationship. Take for instance as a man, sometimes I think about it, I ask myself, in this month, how much have I given my wife? How much have I allocated to my wife, you know? And most of the times, when I do the math, I realize that my wife has not gotten much. And even herself sometimes will actually complain and say, honey, you are saying you gave me money the last time. The money you gave me, did I not use it for the children? Hallelujah. So partnership mentality solves that problem. When the woman and the man understand that every money they have is not for the children. that needs to be said. If I give my child money, I'm giving my wife money. We both contributed chromosomes to make the children. So she should be happy and take consolation in the fact that the children is eating well and they are going to the best school, even if herself is not putting on the best clothes. And of course, if you are a man, you can do both. Please do both. But if you cannot, don't come and kill yourself in this world where we find ourselves. Okay, I said you have to appreciate that they either have. Point number 3, and I'm going to end in point number 4. Point number 3 I want to mention is that for you to allow partnership mentality grow and for you to enjoy partnership mentality in your relationship, because a relationship is partnership, you must decide not to do certain things for your partner to do them. It has to be a conscious decision. If you've read my book, A New Way to Love, I talked about partnership mentality. There is a book that you may like to get. And I said that one of the ways that couples, singles or married, can enjoy their relationship is when as a lady, you are putting on your clothes, for instance. You can actually zip the cloth by yourself. You used to do it on your own. You enjoy doing it on your own. It's easier when you do it on your own. But now because you are in a relationship, partnership mentality says, honey, could you please help me zip the clothes? That's what partnership mentality does. It allows you bring each other in. Remember I said that relationship actually means altering your lifestyle to accommodate another person. So that means independency, you have sold it off completely to be dependent on someone else. So that's an example for a lady. It could be a man, who just comes back from work and then he's the one that drove the car perhaps. And his bag that he took to work was on the other side of the chair, right? So he drove into the compound, he off the ignition of the car, came down from the car and says, honey, can you please bring my bag for me? Don't say, but the bag is close to you now, just draw your hand there and you can, so I should turn. And and then open the door and bring your car. No, it's not a wife you marry, it's your slave. No. What else should I do again? Should I lie down for you to step on me? Brother, sister, you don't have partnership mentality, which means that you are not in a relationship. A partnership mentality that even though he could do it by himself, he says, sweetheart, can you do this for me? As a husband, sometimes when I need to make financial reports, I could do it on my own. I have the skill to do it. I have the education to do it. But I'll be like, sweetheart, can you help me calculate this money? There is a tendency to say, money that you use, I will calculate it for you. There is a tendency that when you are calculating the money, even as a lady, you'll be telling yourself, he spent 10K with his friends and just gave me 5K last week. Okay, that's not the essence of it. And that's why you shouldn't use the things that you are privy to as you build a partnership mentality in your relationship to destroy the relationship. The Bible makes us understand, I keep referencing to scripture because I'm talking to you from a scriptural point of view, that one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. If you have a partnership mentality, both of you will be able to work together to succeed in life. Your husband can interfere in your work as a woman, and you as a wife can interfere in the work of your husband, and together you can have success. You can have family success. You can have corporate success. You can move mountains. I've heard of husbands who had to write the speech that their wives presented and she got an award for it. We've heard of clothes that the wife had to make for the husband that made him win a particular prize in his office as perhaps the best dressed in the month. So you see that partnership mentality is what you need in a relationship. Partnership mentality is what works in a relationship. Partnership mentality is what a relationship is all about. Go about putting these things into practice and consider how else you can build that partnership mentality with your spouse, and you will see that your relationship will be better for you. Thank you for listening once again. My name is DrLightupChikere. You are the best.